everybody, this is Dave Hayes, and you're watching Hayes Tech and ROM Reviews. Today we're going to go over screwed Android for the Nexus 6. This is Oreo 8.1.0, and it is an unofficial build. They're not supporting the Nexus 6 right now, but this developer has done a very good job at getting this ROM out for our device. I'm going to go ahead and change the theme to something we can all see, or something that you guys will like. I know you hate it when I do something dark. So I'm going to go down to UI style, and we're going to go light UI, and it's going to reset system UI. And I think we're going to go with default accent color, which is of course Oreo blue. So you guys are going to have to excuse me. I just got out of a weekend of serious sickness. I'm still not feeling too good, but I wanted to get this out. And it's an outstanding ROM. Out of several out on the out on XDA right now, like I said before, there's like 3-4 ROMs maybe that really run good, and this is one of those ROMs. I haven't had any issues with it. The kernel is Elemental X. As you guys can see, this is for the Nexus 6 8.1.0, and the security patch is April. And they're using, again, I said earlier, Elemental X as their kernel. The kernel's running great, has a lot of governors if you guys want to change those around. The kernel auditor mod, the kernel auditor mod, or the new KA mod, works on this as well as Elemental X's own proprietary kernel editing app. I've used both of them. I kind of like the kernel auditor mod a little bit better because it gives me some presets for my color, and you know, I just like that. So sorry guys, it is permissive. We are going to scroll up to the screwed settings, status bar. You have your status bar icons where you can pick and choose what you want to show on your status bar. Screwed logo if you want to run it. Again, I'm running it on the left. You can disable it if you want. Status bar weather is right there. As you can see, it is in the status bar. You do have network traffic if you want to run with it. Next up is the battery settings. They give you quite a few options with the battery settings. I'm just kind of running with the square one, just for something a little different. I just wanted to give it a try, but those are what you get. And percentage, right now I have it, the show percentage near the icon. And clock settings are up next. Whoops, show clock and date. Alignment, they do give you the 3 positions, thank goodness for that. I really missed center clock in Oreo. I hate my clock on the right or left. I like it in the center, I'm used to it there. So I'm glad they have that. Let's see, you can add seconds if you want, AM, PM, date style, date format, date position, carrier label. If you guys want to run with a carrier label on, you can. Right now I have it set for nowhere. And of course custom carrier label. If you want to run something, you can. And let me see, gesture control. Whoops, I don't run gestures, but if you guys do, that would be where you turn that on at. Then double tap status bar to sleep, if you guys like doing that. I know a lot of people that do use that feature, so again, it's good that they have that in there. They do have status bar notification ticker and ticker animation style, and you can pick fade or scroll. Alright, that's it for the status bar. We're going to go to quick settings. You can turn it on or off on secured, like on your lock screen if you want. They do have the quick pull down feature, and also the smart pull down if you guys are into running that. Again, they have the weather options, service settings. Again, these are where you go in, set up your service settings. I found that Yahoo works best for me, as opposed to the one that comes preset. Let's see. And you can also set a condition icon pack. I'm going with the lock clock color. Let's see. Quick settings header. They do have the brightness slider. Icon, custom header image, which I'm glad that they put that in there as well. You can go down, pick your header image collection. You can go, of course, out of your collection, static image or custom image. I'm going with the collection. And if you go in here, again, it comes with a few of them already included. But if you install any of the apps on the Play Store that puts a header on for you, it will definitely work and show up in here. Alright, had to take a break. You can also go with browse installed headers if you want to run with a static header. And then of course you have your header image shadow. And mini mode. Now if you notice the header, this is what you get for a normal header. If you go with the mini mode, let me find it here again. Tap that on. Look how that shrinks that header down. I kind of like the header being pretty big. Qsr Footer, your quick settings footer, if you want it showing, and I do, I kind of like them. Show settings icon, and then of course show running services icon. And then if you want to go into adjust your tiles in that, this is going to be where you go for that, which is right here. And oh, you have to actually go into the quick set or the settings for this. The edit settings in order to do that. I'll show you guys how to do that. Alright, recents are up next. You have your hidden apps, AOSP recents. They do give you a way to pick and choose for your icons for that, which I like. I'm going to go ahead and go with Tay. Now, I am running standard, as you guys can see. Got it. Clear all on the bottom. They do give you the 6 positions, so that's good too. Immersive recents, I like that feature. I run with full screen. You guys don't have to if you don't want. And they do include the memory bar in with that. So again, that's awesome that they do that. Up next is notifications. Notification sound and vibration if the screen is on, and I have it always default. Smart notification sounds. Notification light, you can have the kill app back button, and of course they allow you to shut off heads up. Thank goodness for that. I hate heads up. You guys watch any of my videos, you know just how much I hate that. In-call vibration options, basically what we normally would expect. Vibrate on connect, vibrate on call waiting, and then on disconnect. I don't like my phone vibrating at all. Animations are up next. They do give you the scrolling cache. They do have the screwed settings tabs, transition effects. So if you want, you can go with some kind of effect that works with the screwed settings, the custom settings. It doesn't work with anything else, just the screwed custom settings. Let me see, where was I at? Let's see. Screen off animation. I really wish I could shut that off. I don't like screen off animation. I remember back in KitKat and Lollipop, you used to be able to do that. Apparently we can't do that anymore. Believe me, it's on all ROMs that way. System animations, quite a few down here. Quite a few. Again, you guys know me, I don't use very many animations. I like the power menu animation and that scrolling mod. QS style. I do have it on rotate, and I have it on super fast, and of course linear. Toast, I'm just running default, and toast icon. I don't know why I didn't turn that on. Panel porn. This is going to be where you can lighten your panels, for see-through. stuff like that. You can actually put a dialogue stroke around the edge of it, change the color if you want. So if you want to mess with that, here's where you would go for that. I don't usually like that. I'm more into blur. That's the one that I'm more into. And I don't think this has that in it, but still, it's nice that they have this. So that's where you set that up at. Battery bar, this is going to be where you set your battery bar up at, if you guys want to run with one. I do have it in status bar, battery bar style, regular, 1 DPI. I'm running with a screen saver on it right now that's hugging the top of my screen quite a bit, so I probably should go with 2 or 3 DPI, but I do have it on charging animation, and I don't want white, I want some color, so we're going to say, change that to green. Then you have your battery bar charging color, battery bar low battery color. You can run with gradient if you want. Then you have expanded desktop. This is where you can pick and choose from the apps you have installed if you want to run in expanded desktop mode. Swipe to the right brings up the system settings. Power menu is up first. Quite a few features in the power menu. You guys know me, I love more features in the power menu, the happier I am. And there's quite a few in here. Button settings, you do have your volume rocker, swap buttons, volume keys control, quite a few. I don't really mess with these, I leave them as flashed. I just don't, I don't listen to music on my phone, so I don't change that around at all. Let's see here, lock screen's up next. Double tap to sleep, lock screen charging info. These are things that I want on my lock screen. Date widget, alarm text. Again, weather. These are your weather settings. Come on. There we go. It's me, it's not the phone. Weather settings. You have your show weather, show location, condition, icon pack, service settings, which again, they're going to show up several times throughout the ROM, and I know other ROMs that do the same thing. Let's see, shortcut options. This is going to be your bottom shortcuts, your middle shortcuts, and your upper shortcuts. So, they give you 2 places for shortcuts. Let's see. Then you have miscellaneous, face auto unlock. That's if you guys run with a locked screen. It will, you can set that up, but I don't ever set up a pin, or mine's swipe and open up. I have nothing on my phone that I'm worried about anybody getting into. Battery lights up next. You guys can change your battery to whatever you want. The light, set it up how you want. That's where you go for that. Alarm blocker. If you want to enable that, of course, this is going to be where you enable that. Let's see. And then under miscellaneous, we have system off, power button torch, which I'm running disabled right now, not for any particular reason. I just didn't turn it on. I've been running with my Pixel 2 XL quite a bit lately, so this doesn't get in my pocket much, but I did put the SIM in it and I tested it out. Everything works great, so it is what it is. And when I want a phone that's custom, I run my Nexus 6. But when I need something that I can take pictures, video, then I use my Pixel 2 XL, which, by the way, I am recording this with the Pixel 2 XL. Let's see, custom SS summary. If you want them to throw a custom summary in, you can do that as well. And then, of course, you can randomize the summary. That's it for that. We're going to swipe to the right. That brings up navigation, gesture anywhere. If you guys run with that, these are your settings for that. Nav bars. This does come with DUI. Right in it. And I'm running with the Smart Bar. These are the settings for the Smart Bar. Now, if I was to change that to Fling, and then go to the Fling settings, again, I know a lot of you guys run Fling. These are the Fling settings. I'm not gonna you know, talk through this. I know you guys are well used to this, so I can't even tell you what it's about. I just don't use Fling. Quite a few settings in there though. I'm going to go back to Smart Bar settings if I can get in there. All the way at the bottom you have Pulse. If you want to have the graphic equalizer at the bottom of your screen while watching videos, especially if it's not in full screen, you can go ahead and tick that on there. And of course you can pick the color. Quite a few settings for that. And then carbon gestures. Now I think this is pretty cool. I'm actually using it. The ROM does not come with 3-finger screenshot. So what I did was I used some of these here. The bottom one, it says down gesture, and I have 3 fingers, so I set it for screenshot. See, and it takes a screenshot. So it's actually pretty cool. I like that feature. That way you can change it to whatever you want. And that is it for the custom settings, guys. Quickly we'll go into display. There is nothing really different in display. You can change your theme around like I showed you guys. Theme UI, you can go with wallpaper based. If I click on that, it is going to go black because I have a very dark wallpaper on. And of course, I think I have the stock wallpaper on as flash. We'll see. That's where you set that at, and then of course you have your accent color. You can pick and choose from all these accent colors. Again, the Nexus 6 just has eye-popping colors, and it's great. I really like it. Let's just go with default again. And then font, you can pick fonts. Now this is another really cool feature. Right now I'm running, I forget what I'm running. I think Caviar Dreams, if I'm not mistaken. But I like the fact that they throw this in. This is a very nice option. Oreo is hard to get fonts on Oreo. If it's in the theme, okay, it works. Sometimes it don't. You know, but it is what it is, and I like the fact that they throw that in there. Ambient display settings. You have always on if you want. I don't run with ambient display. Battery's been stellar on this. You know, I can't say that it's you know, 6-7 hour SOT, but it's very, very good. So it is what it is, and then it's going to change for everybody. Everybody uses their phone differently. You know, whether you watch videos, you listen to music all the time, you know, intensive game playing, stuff like that. You know, what your brightness is, that's what's going to determine how quickly your battery runs dry. Okay, and then down here you can change your font size, your display size. I'm actually running with default. I did take my font up. Actually, no, I didn't. There is no default setting for that. It came as flash at 110%. Let's see, sound. Bring sound up. I always go through sound. These are your sound settings. I would like to see a link, ringtone, and notification so I can actually unlink them. I like my phone to ring nice and loud, but I don't like my notifications going off. I'd rather see the notification in the status bar than it going off all the time. But with all the features they have in this ROM, you know, I'm not going to gripe about it one bit. Let's see, vibration controls, volume steps, do not disturb preferences, then you have your phone ringtone. Advanced settings are down here. And there are the rest of your advanced settings. I think that's about it. Oh, I know what I wanted to hit. We're going to go under System Security. If I can find it here. Let me pause this. No, it wasn't under System, just Security and Location. Now, I need to let you guys know, I'm not encrypted. See right there, it says device is decrypted. But just because I'm decrypted doesn't mean I can guarantee that you are not going to get encrypted. Guys, if you flash any ROM, especially an Oreo ROM, lately, Google is just forcing encryption. It's going to be the way we go, is encryption. So, I mean, if you can go as long as you can without being encrypted, good on you. Keep it going. But, you know, I can see a time when we are not going to be able to decrypt our phones. But with the phones the way they are today, as powerful as they are, I don't think encryption really makes a difference on them. Alright, we're going to go back into System. We're going to go to Developer Options. And I'll just show you quickly some of the developer options. USB debugging. So far, I think the focus only went out once, and that was at the very beginning of the video. Let's see. Oh, and I'm running 5, 5, and 5 for my animation scales on all three. And that's pretty much it for the developer options. And that's it. I can't think of anything else to go over. Root management, I'm running Magisk. I flashed Magisk V16. Yeah, that's what I did. If you guys want, I can show you how I flashed it. But it's just like flashing any ROM, guys. You have to wipe everything, right? Wipe system data. System data, both cache. Yeah, system data and both cache, guys. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to excuse me. What was I gonna show you? I wanted to show you kind of what it came with as flashed, and this is it right here. These are the apps that came as flashed. Again, remember I flashed Pico. Or no, actually I think I flashed Nano. No, I flashed Beans Gaps. Guys, that's what I wanted to get out there. Go by what the developer says in the OP. Download and install Beans Gaps. Don't use Open Gaps. I'm not saying Open Gaps aren't going to work. But if something happens and you need to complain about it, or you need to talk to them about it, make sure that you do another clean install and use Beans Gaps. Okay, and the links are in the video description and on the XDA thread. That's it. Again, very, very smooth. I did want to show quickly, since I'm running Kernel Auditor Mod, I wanted to show you some of the features of the kernel. We're going to go in here real quick, and we're going to go to CPU. I just wanted to show you the governors that come with this. These are the governors.